Truth or dare? My dare was to take food from the aloof school beauty's bowl. Everyone thought my girlfriend would stop me. But my girlfriend, ranked second in our grade, smiled and said, "Sounds good. Maybe date her while you're at it, and drag her grades down. I don't mind." Then a row of floating comments appeared before my eyes. There she goes again, that insufferable tsundere heroine. After their Cold War, she's been scrolling through their chat history until her fingers practically spark. Yet she keeps pushing her boyfriend away. If he really runs off with someone else, you'll have plenty to cry about. I am sick of that fake, pretentious girl. Why not consider the school beauty ranked first in the grade? She's secretly been in love with you for ages. She's secretly hidden all kinds of photos of you at home. If you touch her ever so lightly, she'll tremble with excitement. Looking at Licia, who seemed utterly unconcerned, I picked up my chopsticks and said, "Fine, I'll give it a try. I've wanted to get to know her better anyway." Licia was threatening to break up with me again. While we were playing Truth or Dare, Licia drew the dare to kiss her boyfriend in front of everyone. Licia was my childhood sweetheart, and my girlfriend. She had separation anxiety. Ever since we were children, we had never been apart for more than 5 days. This summer, we made our relationship official. The people around us cheered us on, saying, "Kiss, kiss." My heart raced. I clenched the hem of my shirt, hoping to use this chance to make up with her. But her expression turned cold. "I'm not kissing him." How embarrassing. Her gaze drifted lightly onto me. His last monthly exam scores were awful. I don't want anyone knowing I have such a stupid boyfriend. Qiang, sitting beside her, snorted with laughter. "Zhao Yang may be a bit dumb. And you? Why don't you tutor your boyfriend too? When I transferred here before, I couldn't keep up with the class. And weren't you the one who tutored me?" Licia leaned back in her chair, watching him with a curl of her lips. "How is that the same? He's just not that bright. All brawn, no brains. He can't compare to you. Tutoring won't help him." I froze in place, as if I had been slapped. Burning shame spread from my cheeks to my ears. Actually, I had always ranked first in the school in Chinese and English. My grades in other subjects were not bad either. I had only fallen behind because illness kept me out of school for half a year. It disrupted my progress. Qiang slipped an arm around her shoulders, his hair brushing against her neck. "You know those teen romance novels? The love-struck couple studies together, and when the boy can't learn, the girl has him lie over her lap and spanks him." Licia smiled. "What are you talking about? He's too old for that." Qiang tilted his head and said innocently, "Then why do you only pick on me? When I got a question wrong before, you threatened me the same way." I sat there, utterly uncomfortable. Come to think of it, the trigger for Licia's latest breakup threat was also Qiang. Last week was my birthday. Licia, who had promised to celebrate with me, never came. That day, I specifically video called her for my birthday party. But Qiang answered, "What is it?" I was stunned. "Her phone is with you?" Qiang sounded impatient. "Yeah, what is it?" My chest tightened. Licia was fiercely possessive. Other than me, she hated anyone touching her things. Then, Licia took the phone, her voice gentle. "Young, what is it?" Just as I was about to speak, Qiang cut me off again. "This is all your fault. I said you didn't have to, but you insisted on celebrating with me. Hurry and explain it to your little boyfriend." Licia's attention immediately went back to him. She could not hide the delight in her voice. "Young, listen." Qiang improved a lot this time. He scored only 1 point below me in physics. "I'm celebrating with him." Qiang gave her shoulder a playful punch, pouting, and said in an effectively sweet voice, "HMPH, this was just a fluke. Next time, I'll definitely beat you." His adorable act made Licia laugh. "Fine, then I won't tutor you next time. You're awful. Who asked you to tutor me? Even if you don't help me, I won't lose to you next time." "All right, we'll see." They kept competing as if no one else were there, completely ignoring me. After a long while, Licia finally remembered I was there. "Oh, right? Young, why did you call me?" I pressed my lips together. "Licia, actually, today is my birthday." But before I could finish, Qiang interrupted me once again. "Licia, what do I do? I can't twist off this soda cap." Licia naturally reached out her hand. She smiled and said, "Look at you, so clumsy." Watching them tease and bicker. In that moment, I suddenly felt it was all pointless. I did not ask her to celebrate my birthday with me again. I simply hung up. Licia did not find out until the next day that day, she was the only one who had not come to celebrate my birthday. She came to find me herself. I thought she would at least feel a little sorry, but she only said coldly, "Why didn't you tell me yesterday was your birthday?" Qiang has been upset all day. He cried and told me he thinks you're targeting him. Isn't it just because Qiang scored higher than you? Do you have to be this jealous? You even hid your birthday from me. If you keep throwing these unreasonable tantrums, we're breaking up. For the first time, we had gone more than 5 days without making up. As punishment for losing the dare, Licia invited everyone to her family's bar for free that weekend. Someone teased her. "Sisterly, you'd rather lose than kiss Zhao Yang. Aren't you afraid he'll break up with you?" She smiled, looking completely unconcerned. "Why would I be afraid? He likes me so much. Why would he break up with me over a game?" Everyone laughed. True. Brother-in-law sure knows how to be the bigger person. He wouldn't fuss over something so trivial. I lowered my head, desperately fighting the urge to cry. On the surface, I looked perfectly normal. I told myself, don't cry. At least, don't humiliate yourself in public. The game went on. This time, I drew a dare. It read, "Go eat food from the top student's bowl." When I drew that dare, I froze. Shen Youchu was a new transfer student. The moment she arrived, she took Licia's #1 rank in the grade. She made the honor roll. Someone even took a photo of her on the honor roll and posted it online. Because her beauty was breathtaking, it received over 1 million likes. A few people who loved stirring up trouble immediately egged me on. Now this is exciting. Go on. Zhao Yang. That's Shen Youchu. Our class's icy new genius transfer. Because of her, Licia came in second for the first time. But she really is cold. Several guys confessed to her before, and all of them came back crying. Qiang covered his mouth and laughed. I heard Shen Youchu happens to be single. Zhao Yang has such a great body. If he shows up tonight looking fresh and handsome, then sticks close to her, she probably won't even be able to hold her book steady. A few people could not help reminding him. Watch what you say. Isn't Zhao Yang Licia's boyfriend? Yeah. Everyone knows Zhao Yang is crazy about Miss Li. He's been chasing after her since they were kids. Qiang paused, then stuck his tongue out at Licia. Oops. Sorry. I forgot he was your boyfriend. I clenched my fist, my nails nearly digging into my palms. I waited for Licia to say something. I refused to believe she could not tell Qiang was deliberately making sexual jokes about me. Licia looked at Qiang, a smile tugging at the corner of her lips. It's fine. I don't mind. Sounds good. Wear a light shirt and date her while you're at it. Drag her grades down. I wouldn't mind. Zhao Yang likes me. Isn't that perfect? He can be with the top student, while his heart stays with me. Just the way I like it. Licia gave a soft laugh. Besides, Zhao Yang grovels for me so shamelessly. I haven't even had a taste yet. How could I let someone else have him? Qiang was the first to laugh. At that moment, my heart seemed to skip a beat. I never imagined the childhood friend I had loved my entire life could disrespect me so cruelly. My body trembled slightly beyond my control. Floating comments appeared before my eyes. Here goes the heroine again. Can she stop saying the opposite of what she means? She says such hurtful things, when she clearly just wants to force Yang to be the one who makes up with her. She scrolls through her chats with Yang every day. Her fingers are practically sparking from all that scrolling. Does she think we don't know? Still, the top student's face is dangerously gorgeous, even more alluring than the heroine. I really want Yang to give her a try. The heroine probably never expected. The top student would not only steal her #1 spot, but have her eyes on her boyfriend for ages too. Come to think of it, that top student seems to be the villain, right? She's also the sole heir to the Shen group. Yang, don't stay hung up on the heroine. Give Shen Youchu a chance. Her study is filled with photos of you. She even puts pens you've touched into a safe to treasure them. If you so much as brush against her, she'll tremble with excitement. I stared at the floating comments, my eyes slowly widening. Shen Youchu, was she really that kind of person? When I stayed silent for a long time, Qiang tugged on Licia's sleeve and pouted. Look at Zhao Yang. He hasn't said anything for ages. Having a boyfriend is such a hassle. He can't even take a little joke. But seriously, why don't you go comfort him? Guys like him are ridiculously sensitive. What if you make him cry? Licia frowned impatiently. Why should I comfort him? It's just a game. But he acts like he's been terribly wronged. What a buzzkill. Qiang laughed and scooted closer to her. You're the only one who can take a joke. So if you drew a dare to kiss me, you do it too. Licia raised an eyebrow. Of course I would. It's only a game. Qiang laughed and gave her a playful shove. You're so annoying. I'm not kissing you. Watching Licia fool around with Qiang as if no one else existed. The bitter ache churning in my chest nearly drowned me. Maybe the comments were right. If I just coaxed her, she would soften at once and make up with me. All this time. That was how it had always been. Licia crossed my boundaries again and again, and I gave in every time. But I knew, if this time I endured it again, then I'd truly be a spineless loser. Under everyone's gaze, I suddenly rose to my feet, picking up my bowl and chopsticks. Fine, I'll give it a try. Her grades are excellent. I've been wanting to get to know her anyway. Licia's face instantly darkened. The floating comments went wild. Haha, the heroine finally pushed things too far. Zhao Yang really went to Shen Youchu. Do you know, ever since Shen Youchu learned Zhao Yang was dating the heroine, her expression has been absolutely terrible. She's been staring at Zhao Yang for ages. She's always wanted Zhao Yang for herself. Watching the heroine flirt with the Yang, she's been consumed with jealousy. The comments grew more and more outrageous. Half believing them, I walked over. Hi, sorry to bother you, but could I try some of your food? My voice was a little tense. Shen Youchu looked up at me. Her eyes brightened almost imperceptibly. I froze. I had never noticed before. But Shen Youchu was truly that beautiful. Her friend tried to politely turn me down for her. Shen Youchu, here's another guy who's into you. Don't be too harsh this time. You might make another one cry. Hey, you may not know this, but she's a germaphobe. She never liked other people. Shen Youchu suddenly cut her off. Sure, she said with utter seriousness. I'm not stingy. This classmate is so skinny. What's wrong with him eating some of my food? Before I could speak, she pulled out a chair for me. Ignore her. What else do you like to eat? Just sit down and eat with me. Let's get another serving of sweet and sour pork. I saw you staring at that counter for a long time. I never expected the legendary icy genius to be so thoughtful. I had been worried we'd have nothing to say, then it would get awkward. Shen Youchu pushed a peeled shrimp toward me. She kept finding things to talk about. You're good at English, right? I heard you ranked first in the city on the English mock exam. I nodded mechanically. She looked up, her smile gentle. I always lose points on essays. Could you tutor me? In exchange, I'll tutor you too. As you can see, aside from Chinese and English, I get perfect scores in every other subject. You won't regret choosing me. Oh, right? Let's add each other on WeChat. It'll make it easier to study together. The floating comments could not stay calm. Look at the villain, showing off like a peacock with its tail spread. Well, now she's done it. The heroine only wanted to force Zhao Yang to apologize first, but Zhao Yang actually went to the villain instead. This is hilarious. The heroine thought a Yang would be humiliated in public. Now she's so furious, she is nearly biting her chopsticks in half. I'm crying. I don't want this heartbreak. Zhao Yang, hurry up and swallow your pride to comfort her. If you just give in, the heroine will definitely make up with you today. After dinner, I packed up and prepared to return to class. Qiang suddenly came up behind me, smiling, and gave me a hard pat on the back. Zhao Yang, please ask Licia to excuse me from evening study again tonight. She said she'd tutor me at her house. He casually tossed his backpack into Licia's arms, and Licia willingly caught it. This was already the 10th time I'd helped them get excused. In the past, seeing Licia carry Qiang's backpack and take him home on her electric scooter for tutoring would have hurt me unbearably. But tonight, I could only think about Shen Youchu tutoring me. I casually agreed. Wait, Licia suddenly called after me. Her tone was forceful. Come to my house tonight too. I'll tutor you in physics. Qiang's expression instantly turned ugly. I shook my head and said, no, thanks. She frowned. Why? Haven't you always wanted me to tutor you? Didn't you say that on the physics test from the monthly exam, you could not solve the final big question? I met her gaze and said each word clearly. Thank you, but it's too late. I already solved it myself. Besides, Shen Youchu said she'd tutor me tonight. I can't break my promise. Licia's face immediately darkened. Zhao Yang, stop being childish. Haven't you always wanted me to tutor you? What are you making a fuss about now? Stop being dramatic. I don't have time for your playing hard to get routine. She held out her hand to me. Come here. Whether I get back together with you depends on how you behave tonight. I stepped back. I'm not being dramatic. I really don't want to go. Licia's hand froze in midair. She gave a cold laugh, certain I would never leave her. Fine, then let's break up. She had said those words many times before. Every time, I would spend the next week in a daze. I could not focus in class during the day, and at night, I'd cry as I wrote her long, rambling apology messages. Maybe if I did what I always had, lowered my head, and coaxed her, then what happened today? Licia could pretend it had never happened. But I suddenly felt tired of it all. No one can keep giving in and swallowing everything forever. I took a deep breath and told her with every ounce of strength I had. Fine, then let's break up. Licia's face turned ugly at once. She gave a cold laugh. Are you serious? I clenched my fist and forced myself to nod. The next second, she kicked the stool beside her hard. The loud crash made my shoulders jerk. Fine, just don't come crawling back like a dog, crying and begging me to take you back. Her voice was ice cold, her fury completely undisguised. With that, her face grim, she snatched the backpack off the floor and strode away. Wait, I called after her. A faint, almost imperceptible smile tugged at her lips. She turned to look at me. What is it? Regretting it already? Too late. I took off the matching ring she had given me. Since we've broken up, I don't want this anymore. Take it back. Licia gave it to me the day she confessed her feelings. Both our names were engraved on it. Once, I treasured it dearly. I never wanted to take it off. But now that we'd broken up, this ring had to be returned to her. Licia paused in surprise, her voice growing even colder. Fine, if you don't want it, then toss it wherever you like. I nodded. I threw the ring into the nearby trash can, full of leftover food. Then, without looking back, I picked up my backpack and walked away. Before, I was always the one watching Licia walk away. Maybe, choosing to leave was not so hard after all. Licia's expression was awful. Her best friend could not help trying to smooth things over. Cicely, he's only putting on a show for you. Boys like him love this push and pull routine. Exactly. Don't let him manipulate you. The moment you give in, you lose. Once we leave, he might be all alone, like some clown, crying as he runs back to dig through the trash. Licia smiled dismissively. You're right. He won't last more than a few days. When I got home that day, I hardened my heart and deleted Licia's contact information, one by one. When I was done, my heart suddenly felt empty. I thought that on the first night after our breakup, I would definitely cry. But I remembered that before evening study, Shen Youchu had lent me her study notes. When I opened them, they contained detailed sample problems and solutions, especially the material I had missed while away from school. For some reason, she had recorded it all in great detail. I heard that before transferring, Shen Youchu attended a school, far better than ours, an elite city school. Her best friend's grades had never been very good, yet she got into that top city school with her. That was largely thanks to Shen Youchu's study notes. I truly did not know why she had suddenly transferred to our school out of nowhere and ended up in our class, of all places. For the first time, I studied with such focus. I studied until late at night, my eyes fixed on her handwriting. After closing the notebook, I stared at my phone, afraid that, as before, I would pathetically add Licia back and apologize to her. But the moment I picked up my phone, Shen Youchu sent me a message. She had reviewed the problems I'd done and, based on my mistakes, listed the concepts I hadn't mastered. She even included a set of targeted exercises. My attention was drawn back to studying. That night, I genuinely did not think of Licia again. The next day, Licia no longer waited to go to school with me. I knew she was punishing me. From then on, at school, she began acting as if I did not exist. While fooling around with Qiang, I thought it would be hard to adjust. But whenever that happened, Shen Youchu would assess how I was doing and send me a new set of exercises. Once my attention shifted, in my mind, thoughts of Licia gradually faded away. Then one day, I suddenly realized that since breaking up with her, I no longer had to drain myself over her or watch her with other boys. I could focus solely on improving my grades. Life like this was easier than before. It turned out that letting someone go wasn't so hard after all. I was happy to have found myself again. And beyond that, under Shen Youchu's guidance, problems that once left me confused became easier and easier to handle. Every one of my weak areas was tackled one by one. That gave me more satisfaction than the happiness romance had ever given me. Half a month after breaking up with Licia, one Friday evening, I was alone in the classroom doing practice problems when Shen Jing came over to greet me. Why are you all alone? Licia didn't wait for you. Weren't you two inseparable before? Chen Jing was my childhood friend. He was close with both Licia and me. I fell silent, not knowing what to say. He sensed something was wrong. Did you two have a fight? I nodded. He tried to comfort me. You two are childhood sweethearts. It's normal to fight sometimes. Don't just bury yourself in practice problems. Put some thought into making up with her. That's what matters. Do you know how much Licia has been spoiling Qiang lately? Yesterday, Qiang spotted a pair of shoes at the mall. They cost 5 figures. Licia bought them for him without batting an eye. She even took Qiang to an amusement park. My friend happened to run into them at an ice cream shop. He took out the phone he'd secretly brought along and played a video. In the video, Qiang had his short hair tied back, dressed casually, and asked Licia with a smile, "Hey, if you really break up with your childhood sweetheart, why not date me?" Licia did not answer. Instead, she fed him a spoonful of ice cream from her own spoon and said, "Just eat your ice cream." Chen Jing said to me with a grin. She didn't even respond to that. She's definitely waiting for you to apologize. So, when are you going to swallow your pride and apologize this time? I was silent for a moment, then suddenly felt that something was very wrong. Why should I be the one apologizing? He stared at me, stunned. Haven't you always been the one to go apologize first? Licia is so proud. Do you really expect her to be the first to back down? I looked at him. I only apologized because I still liked her. But what if I don't like her at all anymore? A loud door slam suddenly came from the entrance. The next second, Licia stormed out with a face like thunder. Right after that, Qiang chased after her. I had no idea when Licia had entered the classroom or how much she had heard. The comments immediately started buzzing. This is hilarious. The female lead deliberately had Chen Jing ask when a Yang would apologize. Well, there you have it. A Yang has absolutely no intention of apologizing. I agree. Making a Yang apologize every time is too much. The female lead is too proud. She never wants to back down. But wasn't this breakup also because a Yang was being too willful? He apologized before. So, why can't he do it this time? I still hope a Yang will obediently go apologize. I wasn't in the mood to deal with the comments. I lowered my head and kept working through problems. After that day, Licia and Qiang grew even closer. During breaks, I often saw Qiang and Licia getting water together. One time, Licia even dropped to one knee to tie his shoelaces. I heard people around me gossiping. It looks like Zhao Yang really lost his childhood sweetheart. So what? Qiang is the school heartthrob. They're such a perfect match. As for Zhao Yang, he's nice enough, but he's too ordinary. He's like plain oatmeal. Fine, once in a while. But you get sick of it every day. If I were Licia, I'd choose the handsome school heartthrob too. Zhao Yang used to trail after Licia all day, like he couldn't live without a woman, and now she will not even acknowledge him. That is hilarious. Doesn't he have any shame? Whenever I heard those words, I lowered my head and focused on my practice problems, ignoring them. During the first round of senior year review, in class, Qiang asked me to pass a note to Licia for him. He mysteriously claimed it was important. I did not want to help him, but he looked genuinely anxious. In the end, I gave in and passed it along. Licia opened the note. Out of the corner of my eye, I saw it read, "Your childhood sweetheart is being so dramatic. You've been broken up for so long. Why not consider me?" A wave of nausea suddenly rose in my stomach. That note was clenched in Licia's hand. She did not reply. Qiang wrote another note. He anxiously nudged my arm, gesturing for me to pass it again. The homeroom teacher was explaining an important concept. I could not lose focus, so I pretended not to see him. Qiang stamped his foot in frustration. He simply threw the note at Licia, but he misjudged his strength. The crumpled note landed on my desk with a smack. I froze. Before I could react, the homeroom teacher had already strode over, snatching the note from my desk. After reading it, he sneered. "Come on, I'll read this out so everyone can hear." In front of the entire class, he loudly read the note's contents. "Hey, I'm such a catch. Would you consider dating me?" The entire class erupted in laughter. The homeroom teacher sneered at me. "Zhao Yang, where has your mind wandered off to? You're pulling this nonsense during class? I'm such a catch. Go on, tell us. What makes you such a catch? Even handsome Qiang doesn't have ulterior motives like that. But you pester Licia every day. Aren't you ashamed?" I immediately stood up to defend myself. "Sir, it wasn't me. It was Qiang. Qiang's expression changed. He immediately denied it. Sir, it wasn't me. The teacher frowned and looked at me. Zhao Yang, if it wasn't you, who was it? This note was obviously meant for Licia, wasn't it? Do you think I don't know you spend every day chasing after Licia? Licia turned a blind eye to what was happening to me. She idly spun her pen, her head lowered over the worksheet the teacher was explaining. She didn't look at me once, nor did she offer any explanation. The teacher tapped Licia's desk. Licia, stand up and tell me, who passed it to you? I looked at her, hoping she would explain it for me. Licia stood up. She looked at me carelessly and said, Zhao Yang, focus on your studies. Don't start dating so young. I don't like boys with poor grades. I'll let it go this time. Please put more of your energy into studying and stop this nonsense. The class began to jeer. Ooh, look at that. The little lovesick lapdog got rejected. I stared at Licia in disbelief. I never expected her to pin this on me. She clearly knew Qiang had written the note. She also knew that if she said that, I would be put in a humiliating position. My reputation, my dignity, none of it mattered to her. The homeroom teacher already disliked me. Seeing this, he immediately pointed at my nose and berated me. You already took half a year off school. Now you're wasting every day on this nonsense. You were a perfectly good student, but you act like you can't survive without a girl. Get out there and run 5 laps around the track. Maybe that will knock some sense into you. The comments grew anxious. Oh, hell. This is that scene. The male lead gets punished by the teacher and made to run. Qiang's friend happens to record it. Then that fake sweet schemer, Qiang, deliberately uploads the video online. The title is, Womanizing Scumbag Confesses in Public and Gets Rejected. Then is made to run laps by his teacher. How humiliating. I remember now. That video went viral. So many people attacked the male lead online. They said he had no backbone and spread rumors that he was someone's kept man. It drove the male lead into depression. He couldn't focus on studying, and his grades plummeted. That is so vile. Anyone who ruins someone's reputation deserves to be struck by lightning. I was just about to say something, but just then, Shen Youchu, who sat behind me, slowly raised her hand. Sir, you've misunderstood. Clearly, Licia is the one flattering herself here, because this note was written by me for Yang. Licia froze. The next second, her face darkened terribly. Shen Youchu looked at Licia and gave her a meaningful smile. Oh, and one more thing. Licia, a Yang's grades may not be any worse than yours now. You needn't worry about him liking you either. After all, he doesn't like girls who are only good enough for second place either. Especially, only good enough for second place. Those words. She put special emphasis on those words. In the end, Shen Youchu and I were made to stand outside as punishment. After a long while, I suddenly couldn't help laughing. Will you still show off next time? Shen Youchu smiled too. I will. I looked up at her. Are you crazy? How could you joke that you wrote that note? She looked at me, her eyes bright as stars. What if it wasn't a joke? My heart skipped a beat. Shen Youchu looked at me. Yang, I'm here. If I can help you surpass Licia academically, after the college entrance exams, will you grant me one wish? At that moment, the turmoil in my heart suddenly fell quiet. The wind brushed my face, cool against my skin. I nodded. Okay. After class, I returned to my seat, just as I opened my notes, to catch up on what I had missed in class. Qiang nudged me. Zhao Yang, could you move? I need to discuss some problems with Licia. You're kind of in the way sitting here. Since Licia and I shared a desk, he often made me give up my seat for him. Licia would only watch, never stopping him. The comments said, Yang, don't give up your seat. As long as you don't move, the female lead may even take you back herself. Don't let her blank expression fool you. She's secretly delighted. She's waiting for you to stay in your seat and stake your claim against Qiang right in front of her. I fell silent. I began gathering my things from the desk. Since you like discussing problems with Licia, why don't we just switch seats? Qiang's seat happened to be close to Shen Youchu's, which would make it easier for us to discuss problems. Licia's brow furrowed. Once I had packed up, I was about to leave, when Licia suddenly grabbed me tightly. Can you really bring yourself to leave? I looked at her and slowly pushed her hand away. Licia, show some self-respect. I'm afraid you'll flatter yourself again and think I still like you. Licia's face instantly darkened. Her lips moved, her teeth clenched tight. Fine, don't regret it. That night, She and Qiang made their relationship official on social media. In the photo, she and Qiang had their fingers intertwined. After that, they flaunted their relationship all over social media. Sometimes they were embracing at an amusement park. Sometimes they shared a milk tea at a dessert shop. Every photo felt as though they were flaunting it for someone's sake. Outside class, I kept hearing rumors about her. Licia seemed to have gone bad. She seemed to have truly fallen for Qiang. She skipped class for him and fought for him, but I had no energy left to care about any of it. The numbers on the countdown board dwindled day by day. The college entrance exam date on the blackboard drew nearer. I buried myself in my books. I opened my notes at first light and worked through problems again and again beneath my desk lamp at night. That weekend, at the library, Shen Youchu and I sat side by side. Our pens scratched across the paper. Suddenly, Chen Jing called me, breathless. Yang, do something about Licia. She skipped class again to fight for Qiang. Even Qiang couldn't hold her back. Licia used to only listen to you. Yang, please go see her. The comments buzzed with secret excitement. Heh. Licia deliberately had Chen Jing make that call. She wants the male lead to come manage her like he used to. She still cares about him after all. Go, male lead. If you go, the female lead will consider taking you back tonight. Shen Youchu tapped me with her pen. This problem is important. Don't get distracted. I spoke to Chen Jing. I'm busy. As for her, don't come to me about her again. I hung up. The comments were stunned. What do we do? Yang really seems done caring about the female lead. My sweet romance is headed for a bad ending. I think things are much better this way. In the novel, because of the female lead, Yang was consumed by inner turmoil every day, which made him underperform on the college entrance exams. Don't you think Yang letting go of her and focusing on his studies is cool? The comments were right. I truly didn't want to waste any more time competing with Qiang over Licia. On the day of the college entrance exams, Shen Youchu and I were assigned to the same test center. At the school gate, she fussed over me like an overprotective mother and said, "Don't be nervous. Just do your best." We headed for our separate exam rooms, each toward our own future. After the exams, Shen Youchu recited the questions to me. I tried hard to recall my answers. After we compared answers, she let out a sigh of relief and looked at me with relief. Yang, you've got it in the bag. That night, Shen Youchu asked me out to celebrate. For reasons I couldn't explain, I deliberately put on a casual outfit I used to love. I fixed my hair and made sure I looked neat and sharp. As I was heading out, my dad grabbed my hand. Where are you going? I made plans with Licia's dad. We're going to her house to celebrate you finishing the exams. My dad and Licia's dad had been friends since childhood. They were very close. I didn't want to go, but my dad dragged me by the hand to Licia's house. Qiang answered the door. He was wearing a casual suit. As he introduced himself to my dad, "Hello, sir. I'm Licia's boyfriend." My dad didn't know Licia, and I had dated. He only paused in surprise, then complimented him on his looks. At the dinner table, I quietly texted Shen Youchu. Qiang noticed what I was wearing and smiled deliberately. Yang, you look pretty sharp today. Are you dressing up for someone? Licia also looked up and glanced at me. Loose clothes suit you better. Anything that shows off your figure doesn't suit you. Don't wear it again. My dad didn't like that. Pointing to a photo on the wall, he said, "Did you forget? You loved it when a Yang dressed neatly as a kid." A childhood photo of Licia and me hung on the wall. Licia had insisted on it when she was little. In the photo, I wore a little dress shirt and held Licia's hand. I hid timidly behind her, looking especially well behaved. Qiang curled his lip at the photo, his smile not reaching his eyes. Who would have thought? Zhao Yang used to be such a good boy, Licia said carelessly. Well behaved. He only pretends to be in front of adults. Even in elementary school, he'd wait until his parents were out to steal an adult's razor. In middle school, when someone slipped a love letter into his desk, he was so excited he couldn't sleep all night. And at the last school anniversary show, he insisted on performing in a tight outfit. He even took his sweet time bending down to pick up the microphone. Qiang snorted with laughter. That is perfectly normal though. I think I've heard people say, the more innocent a guy looks, the less restrained he is. I stood there frozen, as though I had been slapped several times. My dad looked embarrassed too. Licia's dad hurriedly smiled to ease the tension. Let's not talk about that. You'll be starting college soon. I hear the three of you are classmates. You can apply to schools in the same city. Yang and Qiang can look after Qiang together. Qiang smiled. That's right. Yang, I can introduce you to a girlfriend. Though a girl like Qiang will be hard to find. You may have to settle. I stood and cut him off. No need. I already have a girlfriend. Qiang froze for a moment. Just then, Shen Youchu called. Her voice was loud enough for everyone to hear. Babe, I'm waiting for you. I could barely wait to tell my dad. I have a date with my girlfriend tonight. She's waiting for me. I'll be going now. I rushed outside. Shen Youchu was waiting downstairs. The night wind hit my face, heavy with heat. Shen Yuchu's slender figure leaned beneath the Chinese parasol tree. I'd arranged it with Shen Youchu beforehand. She was to call me during dinner, pretend to be my girlfriend, and give me an excuse to escape. Shen Youchu had readily agreed. Just then, a voice called out to me from behind. Yang. Qiang had chased after me. Her bangs were soaked with sweat. She held out her hand to me, her tone a command that allowed no argument. Yang, come here. I didn't move. Her gaze swept over Shen Youchu, a storm churning in her eyes. She demanded, Are you with Shen Youchu? My heart skipped a beat. What's it got to do with you? She took a deep breath and spoke as if resigning herself to it. Yang, you win. Let's get back together. I stared at her blankly. What? She looked at me. I said, I'm willing to swallow my pride. Let's get back together. I know you ran out because you're jealous of Qiang. Don't worry. I only asked him to pretend to be my boyfriend. You broke up with me, then got together with her. Wasn't it all to make me jealous? So I'd take the initiative to get back with you? You got what you wanted. Yang, I'm willing to reconcile with you. She still acted so superior, as if the moment she lowered herself to apologize, I should be eternally grateful and take her back. But she was the one who ended things. Now she was the one asking to reconcile. Why should I let her control my feelings? Qiang, I meant it when I broke up with you. I said, word by word. I've never wanted to get back together with you. Stop pretending. Qiang gritted her teeth. I know you like me. You said we were breaking up, but you still can't let me go. You deliberately came to my house for dinner. You usually look so scruffy, but today you deliberately dressed up so nicely. Even styling your hair. You dressed up for the person who admires you. You deliberately look so handsome tonight. Wasn't it all for me? Do you think I don't know what you're thinking? Just admit it. Yang, you're jealous. Her confidence genuinely stunned me. I was about to say something when Shen Youchu stepped in front of me. What period drama did you step out of, miss? Are you still stuck in the Qiang dynasty? Women dress for those who appreciate them. All those years of basic schooling were wasted on you. You can't even tell pleasing yourself from pleasing someone else. What you need to do is delete your tomato novel app. People dress up carefully to please themselves, not to get your attention. You don't seriously think the whole world revolves around you, do you? Her words fired like a machine gun. She was absolutely savage. That gave me some courage too. Qiang, who said I was jealous of you? I seem to recall saying we'd already broken up. Nobody wants to get back together with you, okay? Qiang's face darkened. We had clearly infuriated her. After a long while, she suddenly laughed. Shen Youchu, do you think he really likes you? Do you know? That day in the cafeteria, I was the one who told Yang to approach you. I told him to seduce you, to drag down your grades, and he actually did it. The air instantly froze. It felt as if an invisible hand had clenched my heart. Shen Youchu lowered her eyes to look at me. Her lashes cast fan-shaped shadows beneath her eyes. I desperately searched her amber eyes for a crack in her composure. So that's what it was. She suddenly gave a soft laugh. Her fingertips brushed my reddened ear. Then I really should thank you for giving me the chance to get close to him. To be honest, I've secretly loved Yang for a long time. I transferred schools for him. I kept wondering what my first words to him should be. She turned and looked Qiang straight in the eye, her gaze dazzlingly bright. I really have you to thank. You even saved me the trouble of an opening line. Shen Youchu took my hand and led me away. The streetlights flickered on. Shen Yuchu's shadow enveloped me completely. I stared at the soft new hairs at the nape of her neck, my throat tightening. Shen Youchu, are you angry? That day, I lost a game of truth or dare, so I had to approach you. But I never wanted to drag down your grades. I want you to be better than anyone else, because you deserve it. She suddenly stopped walking. I walked straight into her back. She looked at me. Yang, I don't need your apology. If anything, I'm the one with ulterior motives. I've been planning this for a long time. Don't you have anything else to ask? My heart suddenly raced. I carefully asked her, "Do you really like me?" Shen Youchu pulled a cap down over my head. "Silly. I've made it so obvious. How can you still not see it?" My face felt like it was on fire. My heart hammered in my chest. That day, I don't remember how I got home. Even that night, my heart was still soaring. A month later, the college entrance exam results came out. Shen Youchu and I tied for first in the province, and first in the entire school. As for Licia, she couldn't even hold on to second place this time. Her total score plummeted. She dropped dozens of places in the school rankings. The day we received our acceptance letters, Shen Youchu walked me home. When we reached my door, she suddenly stopped. She looked at me, her ears faintly red. "You told me that day, if I helped you surpass Licia, you would grant me one wish. Let me say this first. As for this wish, you can refuse it. I won't force you." After saying that, she nervously clasped my hand tighter. Her voice went hoarse. "Would you be my boyfriend?" I didn't answer. Shen Yuchu's heart slowly sank. Just then, I suddenly pulled her into my arms and lightly kissed her lips. Then I let go of her hand, blushed, and ran into my house, leaving her standing there alone, wanting more. She paced anxiously in circles. That summer, the principal celebrated the students getting into Tsinghua University by setting off firecrackers at the school gates. Shen Yuchu's name and mine on the honor roll were right beside each other. Some joked that it looked like a wedding photo. Qiang had an off day on the college entrance exam and decided to repeat his final year. Licia's grades fell sharply, from an elite university to a merely respectable one. And for my youth, I handed in an answer I could be proud of. Bonus chapter. Shen Youchu had known Zhao Yang since elementary school. Shen Youchu was born prematurely. Her left arm had a congenital developmental abnormality. Its shape was twisted, with limited mobility, and a conspicuous pale pink scar. The doctors said her arm required long-term rehabilitation and would not move as freely as other children's anytime soon. Because of her arm, she became, in the eyes of the other children, an outcast from an early age. Whenever she was hospitalized for rehabilitation, the moment she held out her arm, the children around her would recoil in fright. Some even pointed at her scar and whispered. They secretly called her the Scar Hand Freak. Before she turned 9, Shen Youchu wasn't cool at all. She was even ashamed of herself, sensitive and fragile. She would instinctively hide her left arm behind her back or in her sleeve, rejecting every gaze from the outside world. She was even less willing to be around people. Until she was 8, when a boy arrived at her rehabilitation ward. His name was Zhao Yang. Zhao Yang was handsome, with clear skin and large, round eyes like a fawn's. His gaze was clear and pure, so clear you could see straight to their depths. He always wore neatly fitted little shirts, with crisp, short hair. When he ran, he was as lively as a little knight. How could she have known then that this radiant Zhao Yang would later humble himself to the dust for the childhood sweetheart he loved? Among the children in the ward, only Zhao Yang was willing to approach her first. Shen Youchu clenched her sleeve, hiding her left arm tightly behind her back. She softly asked, "Aren't you afraid of me?" Zhao Yang blinked, his face utterly innocent. "Why would I be afraid? You're so brave during rehabilitation. You always make it to the end. And your scar looks like the pattern of tiny flowers. It's not ugly at all." Shen Youchu was stunned, but he didn't play only with her. He also ran around with the other children. He gave everyone a smile as bright as sunshine. That warmth was never hers alone. Shen Youchu did not want him playing with anyone else. She envied every girl who could freely take Zhao Yang's hand and run with him. The jealousy nearly drove her mad. To stand beside Zhao Yang as her best self, she spent 9 years in rehabilitation, day after day, repeating the same movements through the agony of stretched muscles, swallowing bitter supplements, while struggling to catch up in school. She fought desperately to recover, making her left arm more flexible. She studied with everything she had, becoming the academic genius in everyone's eyes. When she could finally raise her arm like any other child, when her grades held steady at the top of her year, she realized she might finally be worthy of standing beside him. Then, she went to great lengths to find out which school he attended, and transferred there. She was assigned to his class, sitting right behind him. Finally, during one class, when he was misunderstood, she firmly raised her hand and came to his defense. In doing so, she indirectly confessed her 10-year secret